Kristen Steps here with Steps Gaming, doing a quick review for the iiRcadians because we all are an iiRcadian at heart. And we have today a shooter, probably my favorite shooter on this cabinet so far. Actually, I really enjoy Batsugun. It was a Toaplan shooter. It was the last one they ever did. Batsugun. If you don't have this on your iiRcade, you need to get it. Let's check this shooter out, huh? All right, we have Batsugun today for the iiRcade. I'm gonna select Beltiana. We're gonna see how this goes. All right, so I got my ship here. I'm gonna come out, and A should fire and B should do bombs. And I think C fires too. Looks like we're starting with some sort of lightning bolt type strike here, and I can hold it down and it goes. Or I can tap it rapidly. And I power up. Those circles with the P give you power up, and at a certain point, it'll not only just power up your beam, but it'll power up the whole plane. And it powers up the whole plane like at least 3 times, I think. The beam, it takes like 3 to get a double. Once you get 3 Ps, you get a double beam. If I get 1 more P, a 4th P, I think I'll get a triple beam, is what'll happen. And then eventually the plane will just power up, and then we'll be on to the next thing. See, now I got triple beam. And I'm just holding the button down. If I tap it rapidly, I'm getting a pretty similar result, actually. But some of the planes, you tap it versus hold it down, and the shot looks different. But this game was made by Toaplan in the arcades. It was their last shooter before filing bankruptcy. And, you know, obviously there's other shooters like Truxton, things like that. But this was definitely the last one they did. It was released for the Sega Saturn by another company. Obviously it was after they filed bankruptcy. The Saturn didn't get as good reviews, although I'm pretty sure it's pretty close to the arcade. I mean, I have to do some more research on it. I've not played the Japanese Saturn version because I think it was only in Japan. I'm not entirely sure though. Again, I didn't have it. I did have a Saturn. The one thing I love about these shooters, and it looks like I started over with my beam, maybe. I just want to level this ship up, but I'm never going to get there if I keep dying. There's a bomb. Oh, heck, we just powered up. Sweet! I'll take the pink magma-looking beam. But anyway, there's a shooter that's similar to this on the arcade, and it's more modern, which is a modern take on retro shooters. And that would be Rangok Skies. Very similar, but Rangok Skies, I think, is a hard way to start out because there's just way more gunfire and more beams in that game, and it's so easy to die. And it does not have unlimited continues like the arcade here does. Like, at least in this game, if I mess up, I can put in another credit. You don't get that luxury in Rangok Skies, and so you gotta get really damn good to move on in that game. That's Batsugun for the iiRcade. A fantastic shooter. If you don't have it, get to the iiRcade store. Don't wait a second longer and get it. I'm pretty sure it's under $10. It's a classic. It's a great shooter. A high 8 out of 10 from me. And one of the most played games on my iiRcade. So go get it now. And you know, I can't talk about shooters without talking about one of my favorite consoles of all time, the TurboGrafx 16. And you know what? Konami's already released the Mini. They have all these titles they're just sitting on doing nothing with. I'm sure they'd like to make money on them. Not only that, not only did they buy these a couple years ago and they need to make money off of them, there's a lot of games like Legendary Axe that they don't have the rights to, but somebody does. We could get this on the iiRcade. All the older gamers, they have the ColecoVision. We need something, us 90s gamers, on here that's retro console that we could play. I'm not playing ColecoVision. I'd like to play
something 16-bit. And I think TurboGrafx could be an answer. At least some games. I think that iiRcade could pull this off. I think there's possibilities. And I think anything is possible, my friends. So look into it, please. And if you like TurboGrafx, if you like Legendary Axe, whatever you like there, comment down below in the iiRcadians video. Comment down below if you're watching it on Steps Gaming. Let the iiRcade team know. Let them know I'm a 90s gamer. I'd like some stuff from the 90s. I like to see Legendary Axe. I'd like to see some TurboGrafx games. Whatever. You know what? The worst they could say is no, it doesn't hurt to ask. You might just get told anything is possible for an endless amount of time. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's fight for it. Anyway, if you haven't been to my channel, Steps Gaming is spelled exactly like it sounds. STEPSGAMING. If you're watching this on iiRcadians, head on over there. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I come out with a new arcade video, whether it's iiRcade, some other brand. If it's about my new tournament show, Super Sunday Night Turbo, focusing on basically Capcom games. You go there, so it'll be notified when it is, and I'd love to see you out here playing and bringing your best in the Marvel Capcom or the Super Street Fighter Turbo or the Darkstalkers or whatever may have you. I appreciate you all for watching, and until next time, peace.